From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. Today is a First Alert Weather Day because we do have the potential for isolated severe storms this evening. So the Storm Prediction Center still highlighting our entire region in a marginal risk. That's a level 1 out of 5, whereas places like Seattle, Portland, down to Salem and Eugene, those areas along the I-5 corridor have been upgraded to a slight risk, so a level 2 out of 5. That's where the activity will be more widespread later on today and this evening. Temperatures this morning are down into the 40s and 50s. It's a chilly start for some of us. Down to 46 now in Tri-Cities, 48 in Hermiston, 49 in Yakima. We're talking about low to middle 50s still along the foothills of the Blues. So if you did not get to take advantage of the nice weather yesterday, today will be your last day to do so before we see some changes. So in Yakima, we should get up to around 80 degrees by 8 o'clock and then highs in the middle 70s. Tri-Cities, look for highs in the upper 70s with lots of sunshine early on, clouds increasing late in the day. Walla Walla starting off in the middle 50s and then rising to around 80 degrees. Now, we don't expect storms to develop until anytime after 5 o'clock, so we'll have that hour-by-hour forecast, and we'll also talk about record warmth likely today coming up in a little bit. Ladies.
Straight ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Waking up to the smell of smoke in the air. Crews battling the fire near the Delta in Richland. They were there for hours yesterday. Firefighters saying as soon as one hot spot was out, another one would spark back up. We have the latest information on that fire coming up.
And speaking of fires, it's getting warmer outside and people will begin grilling out there. And firefighters say this can lead to dangerous fires if you're not handling the grill properly. We have what they're advising the community coming up.
Also ahead, for the first time in almost 20 years, the top threat for Americans stems from drug cartels, according to top Trump officials. We dive deeper into that claim and take a look at some past threats as well. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Dalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, March 25th, and we are talking about fires this morning.
That's right.
Walking out the door, smelling the smoke.
Oh, yeah, and we want to start by talking about that fire. So fire crews are keeping a close eye on the Delta just off of SR 240 near the Yakima River Bridge. And that wildfire sparking up again yesterday and had crews trying to get it put out for more than 8 hours.
Yeah, the fire first sparked Sunday, then reignited again yesterday in different areas along the Delta there. It broke out again yesterday around noon. It was still burning around 10 o'clock last night. Fire crews telling us as soon as one hot spot was put out, another one would spark and then spread to other areas throughout the Delta region.
And the walking path along SR 240 was shut down by police and Richland Fire. And stay with us both on air and online for more developments as they come in.
And crews in Prosser were also busy with the fire yesterday. This one just outside of Prosser city limits. Take a look at video from our crews at the scene. West Benton Fire Rescue responding just after 12:30. This was at Hinslinger Road and West Heck Road. It was on a private farm. The farm, we're told, had chickens, goats, sheep. Firefighters telling us that the homeowner was doing some normal lawn care with spring now here, and that's when a gust of wind took over and caught that brush on fire.
We had a pretty mild winter, so things are not as wet as normal, so we're going to expect some pretty good fire season this year. So I would just caution everybody as they're burning to just be aware of the surroundings and remember the burn regulations. You know, the footprint's got to be a 4x4 and make sure you have water supply nearby.
Now, crews monitored that area for a number of hours to make sure nothing reignited. Luckily, we are told no one was hurt and no animals were hurt either.
And continuing with fire coverage, fire departments around the region are urging people to grill safely this summer. Our very own Dan Hansen says it's these kinds of fires that can lead to the biggest loss of property or even a life.
If you plan to enjoy the nice weather and go outside and do some barbecuing, there might be a couple things to think about.
When it comes to barbecue fires, we can attribute at least 2 in the last year to unattended barbecues.
Kennewick Fire Department Deputy Fire Marshal Ethan Bishop says not properly disposing of charcoal and ashes plays a factor. He recommends keeping grills outdoors and at least 10 feet away from any structure.
If you're utilizing charcoal or wood, give it a couple hours, allow for the ashes to cool down. Once the ashes have cooled down, then we recommend that you have a metal container with a locking lid, much like this one, that you can dump your ashes into.
Leave the charcoal in the grill for a few hours and let it cool down. Bishop says the last thing you want to get is a burn. Fill the metal container with water, stir it, and lock the lid. And let it sit for a few days before disposing of the ashes. A good way to know if it's safe to transfer is
put a little water on it and see if you get any steam. If you get steam, then you know it's still hot. If not, then you can probably be assured that it's probably cool. When you are taking them in, I would use a shovel. Definitely don't use your hands.
He also warns never to store the container next to your home to avoid potential fire risks. Bishop says never to leave grills unattended and keep flammable items away from those flames. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
6:06 and developing news this morning with some new information just coming into the newsroom. Right now, Benton County Sheriff's deputies are looking for this man. Take a look at your screen. It all started last night when deputies tried to stop a car driving without its headlights on. While deputies were talking to the driver, deputies then noticed that the passenger, 19-year-old Connor Schnonek, had several warrants out for his arrest. This video from the scene of when it was all happening. Deputies asked him to get out of the car. He then jumped onto the driver. There was a woman in the car and sped off. As he tried to get away, he ended up in a dead end. He got out and he ran. Deputies then found a gun in the car after he had left. And now, on top of his warrants, he is facing a number of new charges, including attempted kidnapping and unlawful possession of a firearm. Again, our crews were there when the search was happening last night, and the search now continues this morning for this man. If anyone has seen him or knows where he is, you're asked to call police. All right, a local robotics team building a legacy and competing once again in the World Robotics Competition. The Circle Gets the Square Robotics team from Ellensburg is gearing up to head to Dallas, Texas, where they will compete on the world stage. Coach Brian McKean, who has been with this team for 8 years, says the three-day tournament will bring together over 480 teams, all vying for the title of the best robotics team in the world.
The way it works is you're divided into divisions. So we'll be in a division of 80 teams. I think they take the top 20 teams out of that, get to go to division finals. And then from there, the two teams with the highest score, from there go to the overall finals.
Now, Coach McKean also says that these students design and build their own robots from scratch and gain not just technical skills, but life lessons that extend far beyond the competition.
And now to a new art studio that's opened up in Sela, offering inclusive, affordable, no-judgment opportunities for people of all ages. Happily Painted Studio owner Danielle Redfell has spent years holding local paint and sip events, but dreamed of opening her own art space. Now, events that she'll have include Bob Ross classes, wet-on-wet oil painting, acrylics, art camps for kids, and open studio time. And the goal is to make art more accessible for people in the community who could benefit from it the most.
Everybody's very busy, everybody's a lot of times really stressed out. Art is a way for people to kind of just make a pause on their life, come out, learn how to relax, learn something new, and potentially change their life.
Happily Painted Studio is located next to Ray's Thriftway in Sela, and a list of upcoming events is available on the studio's Facebook page. Looking ahead today, there's been an urgent need for nurses in Washington, and it's putting the state at the top of a list that we don't really want to be on.
Yeah, so what list is that, and what does that look like for us here in the Tri-Cities, and what's the cure? Our Wendy Redmond brings us a preview of the very first installment of Apple Valley News Now's Investigates.
By 2037, it's projected Washington will be among the worst in the country when it comes to the nursing shortage. With more baby boomers retiring and needing care, officials at Cadillac and Richland say it's been a challenge at times getting enough nurses, but that's just part of the problem, and hospitals are working against the clock to solve it.
Does this prediction of Washington having the worst nursing shortage in the nation have to come to fruition, or do we have time to reverse course?
I hope the latter. Kadlec says they're being proactive in getting creative and finding solutions. But since this problem has many causes, it needs a multi-pronged approach to fix it. I'm Wendy Redman. I'll have an in-depth look at how we got here and how healthcare professionals are trying to turn things around. Don't miss my Apple Valley News Now investigation, Nursing Shortage, Critical Condition, tonight at 6.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, for the first time in almost 20 years, the top threat for Americans stems from drug cartels, and that's according to top Trump administration officials. We have all the details coming up in just a few minutes.
And we're going to check back in with meteorologist Tiffany Savona, filling in for Josh this morning. She's going to have your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It is 10 minutes after 6, and we're back right after the break.
Higher prices may be on the horizon, but right now you can lock in the best deals during the spring cleaning event at McCurley Mazda. This March, bring your trade, clean or dirty, and get an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase. Your old vehicle helps you save more today. Plus, get exclusive low-rate financing and special event savings on new and pre-owned vehicles. Outsmart the market and the potential of rising prices, and lock in your savings today at McCurley Mazda.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off, plus a free thermostat on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Injured on the road or on the job? Visit FromBackAutumn.com. Gather vital information on your type of injury claim. Chat live about your needs. Even schedule a free consultation. From Back in Autumn. Bulldog Tough.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar April 3rd and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
Apple Valley News Now investigates critical condition, the nursing shortage, tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
We told you it was going to be warm yesterday, and it certainly was. We broke records in Walla Walla and Hermiston. So the new records will be 79 degrees for both cities on this date yesterday. We did top out at 79 in the Tri-Cities, so it's a little bit warmer than we initially thought, but hey, we'll take these numbers at the end of March, well above average this time of year. Now today, I think we'll have better chances to break more records across the Columbia Basin as high pressure is still in control of our weather. You can see that area in pink. That is where record highs will be possible before our next storm system pushes in tonight and tomorrow. So record warmth is looking likely, at least in Tri-Cities, Yakima, and Walla Walla. We're forecasting 78 in Tri-Cities, record to beat 76. Yakima forecast 75, record is 74. Record 74 in Walla Walla as well, and we could hit 80 degrees there. And then in Hermiston, it'll be a little bit tougher to beat with that record high of 82 degrees, as we're forecasting highs to stay just below 80 degrees. We have a first alert weather day today because because of the severe risk. Now, I know it's only a 1 out of 5. Slightly better chances for areas to our west, including Seattle and Portland. But nonetheless, there will be a chance for isolated severe storms later on this evening and into tonight. So we'll have your hour-by-hour forecast and talk about the main threats coming up in a little bit. Back to you.
Tiffany, thanks so much. 6:15 and international headlines this morning. Fentanyl and international drug gangs responsible for smuggling the deadly street drug are ranking among the top threats to U.S. Now, national security, to U.S. national security, that is. It's according to an assessment by top Trump administration officials. In years past, global conflicts were often cited as major threats to the U.S. Also, this year's assessment did not include climate change, and that's a major shift from previous threat assessments, including those during President Trump's first administration. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We are talking about the potential for some thunderstorms coming into the area, as you just heard from Tiffany. When we come back, we'll check back in with her. She'll have your full forecast as we continue to make our way through the week and continue to enjoy the sunshine, hopefully for at least one more day. It's 6:15, giving you that live look outside over Yakima from our Bi-Mart camera.
At Floor & Home, we know how important it is for everyone to have a safe place. That's why we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club between now and April 15th by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house has the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
At Floor & Home, we know how important it is for everyone to have a safe place. That's why we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club between now and April 15th by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
A healthcare crisis.
I'm incredibly worried about it. I don't know what can be done.
Impacting patients in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't see an answer to the problem.
Nursing shortage, critical condition. Apple Valley News Now investigates tonight at 6.
What causes deja vu?
The beginning of this show causes deja vu.
Next live, father and son duo Rob and John Owen Lowe.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 6:18 and we're about a half an hour away from the official sunrise here, and sky getting a little bit brighter there, and it is a quiet start to your Wednesday, halfway through the week, I should say, and temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, so it is another cooler start out there. 46 in the Tri-Cities, 54 in Walla Walla, 52 Pendleton, 56 in Dayton. We're at 47 in Hermiston, 43 in Sunnyside, and 47 degrees in Yakima. So temperatures pretty similar to where they were at this time yesterday. Winds are out of the north primarily anywhere between 2 and about 13 miles per hour, so on the lighter side, and the winds will stay light most of the day today. The time when they could really ramp up is if we get those severe storms developing this evening. So let's give you that hour-by-hour forecast so you know what to expect. If you plan on getting your workout in this morning, no problems expected. We will see some sunshine during the first half of the day before those clouds continue to bubble up during the late afternoon hours. As you're getting the kids home from school, we're still dry. You can even take them to the playground for an hour or two after school, because we do expect storms to first develop closer to the Cascades and then spread off to the east after 5 o'clock. So it's not until after 5 o'clock that we may start to see some storms move into our region. So most of the day is looking really nice. Record warmth is looking likely for cities like Yakima, 75, 78 in Tri-Cities, 80 in Walla Walla, 81 potentially in Pendleton. So today is your last 70-degree day, at least for a little while. So try to take advantage of it. We have made today a first alert weather day because there is potential for isolated severe storms this evening. The Storm Prediction Center highlighting our region in that green shaded area, which means that it's a level 1 out of 5. There's better chances for more severe storms for those areas in yellow, from Seattle down to Portland and Eugene. And that's where they'll have a little bit more moisture, a little bit more instability to work with compared to where we are. So here's what we're expecting. If we can get these storms to develop, few of them could turn strong to severe. Damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, hail up to about quarter size, and heavy downpours will be the main threats. The tornado threat is really going to be for areas along and west of the Cascades out toward Seattle and Portland. That's where they will have an isolated tornado risk. Today, for our region, we're looking at these storms potentially developing between 5 and 10 o'clock. Now, if we get these storms to develop during that time frame, that's when they could be on the stronger side. But there are computer models that kind of wait to develop the activity until after that time frame. So there's still some uncertainty if we will see the storms develop. There's no guarantee, but basically that is the window where we could see that possibility. By tomorrow morning, just some lingering rain showers, and rain showers will continue on and off throughout the day tomorrow, as temperatures tomorrow only climb into the 60s. So tomorrow is looking unsettled. Make sure you have the rain gear with you. No severe weather expected tomorrow, as temperatures will only top out in the middle 60s. Now the 60s will continue for much of the week. We'll have more on your 7-day forecast coming up in a little bit. Back to you.
To keep your home cool and comfortable all summer, your air conditioner needs maintenance this spring. Vance will inspect, test, and clean your AC so it's ready for hot weather. Don't take a chance. Call Vance.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
At US Cellular, we're celebrating our customers, like JP here. It's a special event. Us days.
Yeah, we get special rewards and exclusive deals, and it's only for US Cellular customers. It's like we got our own special club.
Should we show them?
Us days at US Cellular. Right now, our customers can get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
To keep your home cool and comfortable all summer, your air conditioner needs maintenance this spring. Vance will inspect, test, and clean your AC so it's ready for hot weather. Don't take a chance. Call Vance.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
6:25, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news this morning, country music star Jelly Roll is hitting the small screen.
So he scored a guest role on the CBS series Fire Country. His character is named Noah, and much like the real Jelly Roll, he has a checkered past with the law and is hoping to remake his life.
But unlike the singer, whose real name is Jason DeFord, Noah is a healthcare worker. His appearance on the show is set to air April 11th.
And this actually marks the second time that Jelly Roll has been in a TV series. He was previously in an episode of Tulsa King, but he played himself.
All right. In more entertainment news, while White Lotus may be a source of discomfort to some, one of the hit show's stars wants to lull you to sleep.
Oh, well, you can listen to a sleep story read by Walton Goggins on the relaxation app called Calm. So Goggins plays Rick on the show and is also known to fans of the Righteous Gemstones as Baby Billy.
His story is called The Yard Sale, and he says it's meant to be a dreamlike version of wandering through a yard sale, uncovering hidden treasures.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it's like his voice and not like himself, because he's a little annoying on the show on White Lotus.
He's got some quirks. No, he's not calming.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little intense.
A little interesting.
Yeah, they all are on White Lotus. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We're going to take you to Yakima, where the county is being accused of violating a settlement agreement with a law firm. All of it over withholding records related to County Coroner Jim Curtis.
Emily Goodell has what the law firm is now asking the court to order the county to do, and it's all coming up in your next half hour.
Discover Walla Walla Wine, where exceptional terroir meets unforgettable experiences. Delight in renowned varietals amidst breathtaking vineyards. Join us in crafting memorable moments. Connect with us at wallawallawine.com.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Attention, please. The final days of Truck Month have arrived.
Morgan, light it up.
On it! This is like a movie.
Okay, everyone, time is running out for our best deals on Ranger and Maverick and America's best-selling trucks for 48 years, Ford F-Series.
Lease a 24 F-150 Super Crew 4x4 for $399 a month for $36, or buy with 2.9% for $72. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Discover Walla Walla Wine, where exceptional terroir meets unforgettable experiences. Delight in renowned varietals amidst breathtaking vineyards. Join us in crafting memorable moments. Connect with us at wallawallawine.com.
Apple Valley News Now investigates critical condition, the nursing shortage, tonight. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Jessica Jalal. And we are going to take a look at that 3-degree guarantee. I know it got busted yesterday, but hopefully
I don't even care that it got busted because the weather was so nice and we almost hit 80 degrees.
I know. Hopefully we can see that.
I know.
soon.
I'm here for it,
So
Tiffany.
Good, about to say afternoon. Good morning, ladies. You know, we were so close to hitting it yesterday. We forecasted 75, but we hit 79. I don't think anyone was complaining about the actual high temperature yesterday, but we did not get it. We were just 1 degree off. So the jackpot's still at 0. We're going to try again today. We're forecasting 78. So we'll see if we get it later on tonight and tomorrow morning. It's looking pretty nice. If you didn't get outside yesterday, be sure to do it today because we have big changes arriving in the form of rain and storms tonight, and then cooler weather arrives by tomorrow. So as you're getting ready to drop off the kids, they'll certainly need the jackets with temperatures in the 40s, recess time upper 60s, and then mid to upper 70s by the time they're heading home. And these storms, they're not a guarantee. If they develop, it'll be anytime after 5 o'clock. So you have some time, whether the kids have sports practice or they want to go to the park, you'll have some time to do that after they get out of school. Now this evening, the Storm Prediction Center highlighting our area in a marginal risk for isolated severe storms, a level 1 at a 2. There's a slightly better chance for more severe storms for that area in yellow. So that's the western portions of the states of Washington and Oregon. So just heads up, stay weather aware if your travels take you in that direction, and always make sure you have a way to get warnings if they are issued. We'll have more on your severe weather threat today, and we'll let you know how much cooler it gets tomorrow. Coming up in a little bit, ladies.
All right, Tiffany, thanks so much. I want to start off your 6:30 half hour in Yakima this morning, where the county is facing a third lawsuit, claiming it's still withholding records regarding coroner Jim Curtis. All of this even after reaching a $65,000 settlement for the first 2 lawsuits.
That's right, and our Emily Goodell tells us the law firm says the county is violating that agreement by not handing over text messages between the prosecuting attorney and the coroner's wife.
Attorney Timothy Hall says not only has the law firm not received those messages, but the county is now telling them that the texts have been deleted. At the center of the dispute, an email from prosecuting attorney Joe Brusick to YPD back in September, where Brusick says the coroner's wife texted him on his work phone.
The email specifically states that there were other text messages between Foster and Brusick, and the county was saying, well, we don't have them. And now they seem to be saying, well, they're deleted.
When the law firm sued the county over the texts not being released, the county agreed in a settlement to turn over the messages by March 1st. But the law firm says they haven't.
What we're asking the court to do is order Yakima County to get those records off the server and then to provide them to us.
The law firm also filing a third lawsuit over another public records request, saying the county won't turn over the original email from Brusick or its metadata.
Sounds like from our communications with them that the remaining text messages have been deleted. And so there's a question about whether or not those can be recovered because they were backed up on the city server or the county server, or at least should have been.
Because state law says text messages on government phones are considered public records and have to be retained for a certain amount of time.
Someone who's also friends with the prosecutor having these conversations, you know, it just seems really inappropriate. And then to find out that they're being deleted, well, yeah, then it's like, well, what exactly was being discussed?
I reached out to Yakima County Prosecuting Attorney Joe Brusick about the lawsuit and the settlement agreement, but haven't received a response so far. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Emily, thanks for that update. 6:34 now. The city of Sunnyside is celebrating history at this week's city council meeting. City council board moved to approve 2 proclamations. One of them recognized the contributions of all individuals who have worked to promote justice and equality. On Monday night, they established a day to honor the legacy of Cesar Chavez, who fought for migrant farm workers' rights.
Whereas it is appropriate to honor the achievements and contributions of Cesar Chavez to our community and to our nation by designating March 31 as Cesar Chavez Day in the city of Sunnyside, Washington. Now therefore, I, Dean Broersma, Mayor of the city of Sunnyside, Washington, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Washington and on behalf of the Sunnyside City Council, do hereby proclaim Monday, March 31 as Cesar Chavez Day in the city of Sunnyside.
The city of Sunnyside also establishing March as Women's History Month. Council member Vicky Frausto wrote the proclamation in dedication to the women in the community and shared this message in honor of them.
And really it is the women who lead this community, who drive this community, and this city was really built on the backbone and the shoulders of many women from different backgrounds and experiences. And so today we honor women who have paved the way for many of us.
At the end of both proclamations, the City Council put a pause to the council meeting business to capture this monumental moment with the community.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Wednesdays means it's time for Operation Best Friend, and today we're introducing you to Trudy, a little lady with a big and sassy personality. We have more on Trudy right after the break.
The Kraken home against the Oilers Thursday at 6:30. Apple Valley News Now.
And the princess never felt the pee as the summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before? Never a mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then, Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Spring is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today, 3680 West Van Giesen in West Richland, or 3005 Yakima Valley Highway in Sunnyside.
At Mattress Depot USA, we're all about being friendly.
Customer friendly.
Our sleep consultants would tailor the perfect sleep solution just for you.
Local friendly.
We grew up here.
Brand friendly.
The top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Price friendly.
We always give you the best value.
We might just be the friendliest place on earth. Excuse me? Don't worry, you're still the happiest.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Fred's, discover the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. Introducing the new Electrolux 700 Series Alpine Green Washer and Dryer, an industry exclusive. 2 ways to sanitize. Remove bacteria and sanitize your way with the Cold Sanitize option, paired with Lysol Laundry Sanitizer, or use the NSF Certified Hot Sanitize setting, the most efficient washer on the market. We sell appliances, only appliances.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun!
A healthcare crisis.
I'm incredibly worried about it. I don't know what can be done.
Impacting patients in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't see an answer to the problem.
Nursing shortage, critical condition. Apple Valley News Now investigates tonight at 6.
What causes deja vu?
The beginning of this show causes deja vu.
Next Live, father and son duo Rob and John Owen Lowe. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This is a beautiful sight as we take a live look at Columbia Point in Richland, courtesy of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam. All is quiet as we're still waiting for the sun to rise. Just a few more minutes here and the sun will be above the horizon, but it's still pretty bright out there. And we will see the sunshine for at least the first half of the day before the clouds really start to build in and increase. We're at 46 this morning in Tri-Cities and Hermiston. We're at 44 in Sunnyside, 47 in Yakima, and 54 degrees in Walla Walla, 52 in Pendleton. So today we're expecting temperatures to climb into the 70s. We're talking about middle 70s, mid to upper 70s. So I think we could break records in Yakima, Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla, I should say. Hermiston, your record is in the 80s, so you'll likely stay just below that. But after the potential record warmth, we're talking about the risk for isolated severe storms, at least across our region, the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues, and into the Yakima Valley. There's a slightly better chance for more severe storm coverage out to our west from Seattle, Portland, down I-5 to Eugene. Now we'll talk about the threats and we'll have your latest 7-day forecasts coming up in a little bit. Back to you.
All right, Wednesdays are all about pairing you with your new best friend because today it's time for Operation Best Friend.
Yeah, and we're introducing you to Trudy, a little lady with a big and sassy personality. Take a look.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn with Pimple Pen, and today I brought a very tiny guest with me. This is Trudy. She's only 4 pounds. She's 4.5 months old, and she's a parvo survivor. She does good with puppies, and she's learning about big dogs right now. She's still a little scared because she's so small. She's unknown with cats. She does like to hop and prance around the house, and she loves to have her little paws up like this. She will be going to her new foster home this weekend so she can get exposure with cats and dogs of all sizes. And we're gonna work on leash training her and walking her around and getting her comfortable. So she is still fairly young, so she's ready for her forever home to teach her all those great things. No young children because she is so teeny tiny. She would do better in a house with just adults and maybe a friend. We are the Pimple Pen, but we do help with every breed of dogs. So Chihuahuas, I know I haven't brought a Chihuahua on the news yet, but the only difference is that they're a little more nervous. So since she's so small, everything's so big to her. She does like to be pampered a lot more, as you can see with the coat. But you do have to worry about their size and just be more gentle with them because they're not as big to rough around. If you're interested in meeting Trudy or any of our other wonderful dogs, you can apply on our website, or you can come down to Petco this weekend Saturday to meet a couple of our adoptable dogs.
I'm gonna need to know where Trudy got her sweater from.
Right, her little fur coat.
Diva.
I know. It made me think of Elle Woods and her little dog
and
Bruiser,
her dog, or Paris Hilton's dog.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. She needs to be carried around in a purse.
Yeah,
a high-end purse.
Exactly. By someone who's also sassy with a big personality.
Exactly.
And coming up next here on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint still ahead. Everything you need to know before you head out the door.
And also giving you a live look outside this morning as the sun starts to rise over the Yakima Valley. We're going to check back in with Tiffany Savona. She will have your full First Alert forecast after the break.
March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and Prosser Digestive Health Center offers the full spectrum of digestive health care. Services provided by board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
I'm two options for you to take a look at.
When it's time for an update or a complete remodel,
just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're going to rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way, from design and products to removal and installation.
Okay, what do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
The Kraken are back on home ice. With only 10 games left in the season, the time is now. Can Seattle seize the moment? Kraken, Oilers, pregame at 6:30, Thursday on Apple Valley News Now.
What causes deja vu?
The beginning of this show causes deja vu.
Next live, father and son duo Rob and John Owen Lowe.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. Select Pepsi 12-packs are buy two, get one. Campbell's Family Soups are 2 for $5. And 80-count Papa Nicholas coffee pods are $7 off. Plus, get your garden ready for less. Bi-Mart brand bag potting soil and planting mix are both just $6.99. And 3 pounds of Miracle Grow plant food is just $9.99. Home of the $5 lifetime membership. Bi-Mart, since 1955.
Attention Kennewick Irrigation District customers. Due to worsening drought conditions in Washington State, we recommend that you prepare landscaping needs now, for restrictions will likely occur later. Use voluntary watering schedule to ease your lawn into future restriction. Use drip and hose irrigation to focus water where it's needed. Your water conservation efforts today will directly impact the availability of water throughout the irrigation season. Remember, every drop counts. For more information, visit KID.org and click the Drought Information button.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Apple Valley News Now investigates critical condition, the nursing shortage, tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back. We are starting off with the sunshine this morning as the sun now rising as we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel camera in Richland. Notice that the winds are pretty light this morning. We're not watching the camera shake, which is good news. And it is a little bit on the chilly side. So you will need the jackets. The kids will need the jackets, but you certainly won't need them later on today. We're starting off at 46 in Tri-Cities, 44 Sunnyside, 54 in Walla Walla, 47 in Yakima, and 50 degrees in Connell. Like I mentioned just a minute ago, those winds are fairly light out of the north, anywhere from 2 to about 10 miles per hour. And the winds will stay light through the afternoon, but will potentially pick up if these storms do develop. So here, let's break it down hour by hour. Most of your Wednesday is going to be dry. It's going to be warm. Records will be in jeopardy for some of our cities later today. So get outside, enjoy the weather. Do it before 5 o'clock because storms will start to fire up along and just east and west of the Cascades by the evening commute. But I think most of us will end up with a drier evening commute. Storms will be possible anytime after 5 o'clock, at least across our region, a little bit earlier if you're traveling toward Portland and Seattle. So today, enjoy those highs, upper 70s in the Tri-Cities, Hermiston. We could crack 80 in Walla Walla, 75 in Yakima because it turns cooler starting tomorrow. Storm Prediction Center still has our entire region in a marginal risk for isolated severe storms. That's level 1 out of 5. There's a slightly better chance for more of those severe storms to develop from Seattle down through Portland and Eugene, really along that I-5 corridor. That's where they'll have better instability, more moisture to work with later on this afternoon, and storms will develop a little bit earlier out in that direction. So what are we expecting here? Isolated severe storms, a possibility, not a guarantee. Damaging wind gusts, hail, maybe up to quarter size, and heavy downpours look to be the main threats if these storms develop, and the time frame will be between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock this evening. So just make sure you have a way to get warnings if they are issued, and be sure to tune in tonight. Stacey Lee will have the latest. So here's what we're expecting. By 6 o'clock, some of the storms start to move into the Yakima Valley, and then we have a few storms here and there by 8, 9 o'clock. So not everyone will get wet. Not everyone will be stormy tonight. And then by tomorrow morning, we have just some lingering showers out there, and those scattered showers will continue on and off throughout the day tomorrow. Notice that the activity tomorrow is more widespread, and tomorrow we're just expecting rain showers. No severe weather expected. Tomorrow, look for highs in the 60s. So much cooler starting tomorrow. But again, this evening, tonight, first alert weather periods. And then it's back to reality as we welcome back those 60s. In Yakima, 75 with a chance for evening storms and scattered showers tomorrow, drying out as we start off the weekend. Walla Walla, chance for evening storms, and then good chances for scattered showers Thursday and Friday, dropping into the upper 50s. This weekend, Hermiston, same story, upper 70s, close to 80 today, and then rain looking likely tomorrow. Morning Sprint will be up right after this.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an American couple jailed in Mexico over a timeshare dispute.
These are real people with family who have done nothing wrong. They're innocent people.
Mexican authorities telling ABC News they arrested Christy and Paula Kao, both 60 years old, for fraud to a hotel chain shortly after they landed at the airport in Cancun for a family vacation. The couple has been held now for 22 days in a maximum security prison. And this morning, their daughter is speaking out to GMA.
She tells us every single day, every single phone call, how scared she is. She obviously cries a lot. The fact that, this has gone on now for 3 full weeks, it's time for it to be done.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what their lawyer says and what's next for the couple still behind bars. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Almond Breeze has 50% more calcium than dairy milk, with 0 grams of sugar and fewer calories.
I wish every choice was this obvious.
That way. More calcium, less sugar, fewer calories. Almond Breeze, the obvious choice.
Still searching for the one? Olay Super Cream with SPF. The power of 5 in 1 super cream. To hydrate smooth, brighten firm, and protect. Skin just drinks it in to boost cells for more resilient skin. It's Super Cream. Only Olay.
For the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura in adults, Nurtec ODT can provide relief in 2 hours, which can last up to 2 days. Don't take if allergic to Nurtec ODT. Allergic reactions can occur even days after use, like trouble breathing and rash. Get help if you have trouble breathing, swelling of the face, mouth, tongue, or throat. Common side effect is nausea. When migraine takes your time, take Nurtec. Ask your doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is now 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off with your national headlines. Questions continue over how the editor-in-chief for The Atlantic was added to a group chat with top national security officials. And new this morning, The Atlantic publishing the full text thread. The director of national intelligence and the CIA director met with senators yesterday, and both are expected back today for a hearing with House members. Also, several members of Congress calling for an investigation.
And President Trump signed an executive order requiring people to provide proof of citizenship if they want to vote in federal elections. That means you would have to provide your passport, your military ID card, or a qualifying state or federal photo ID. A Supreme Court ruling mandates that states accept a generic voter registration form offered by the U.S. Election Assistance Commission that does not require citizenship documents. The EAC says it is reviewing the executive order and will determine the next steps.
5 senior leaders at the CDC are leaving, and the exits include the directors of the Public Health Infrastructure Center and the National Center on Birth Defects and Developmental Disabilities. 3 other offices were also named in an internal memo. And the FDA and Coca-Cola have issued a recall because some of the soda may be contaminated with plastic. About 10,000 cans are involved in the recall, which was initially issued by the soft drink company on March 6th. These were distributed in Illinois and Wisconsin, and so far there's no word of anyone getting sick.
Well, the Sweet 16 is now set for the men's college basketball tournament, and millions of people share one thing in common: busted brackets. March Madness, frankly, a little maddening for many. About 34 million people filled out their brackets, and right now, not a single entry has picked all of the teams correctly. 6:54 time now in your morning sprint for your top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Some new information just coming into the newsroom. As right now, we've learned Benton County Sheriff's deputies are looking for this man on your screen. Take a look. It all started last night, and we had a crew on scene. That's where this video is from. Deputies tried to stop a car driving without its lights on. They noticed that the passenger, 19-year-old Connor Schoeneck, had several warrants out for his arrest. When deputies asked him to get out of the car, he jumped into the lap of the woman driving and sped off. He tried to get away, ended up in a dead end, and that's when he got out and ran. When deputies got to the car, they found a gun that had been left behind. And now, on top of the warrants he already had, he's facing a number of new charges, including attempted kidnapping and unlawful possession of a firearm. Again, look at your screen. If anyone has seen that man or knows where he is, you're asked to call police.
Yakima County is being accused of violating a settlement agreement with a law firm over withholding records related to coroner Jim Curtis. Last fall, prosecuting attorney Joe Brusick told YPD in an email that the coroner's wife had texted him on his work phone. The law firm asked for the text, soup, and they did not get them, and the county agreed to pay $65,000 and send the records by March 1st, which they haven't done. And the law firm is now asking the court to order them to comply.
And a lot of us waking up to the smell of smoke this morning. Fire crews keeping a close eye on the Delta just off of SR 240 near the Yakima River Bridge. That wildfire sparking up again yesterday, and crews were out trying to get it put out for more than 8 hours. The fire first sparked Sunday, reignited again yesterday in some different areas there along the Delta. Crews telling us that as soon as one hotspot would be put out, another one would spark and then spread to other areas along that Delta region. Still monitoring that area this morning.
A local robotics team is competing once again in a world competition. The Circle Gets the Square team from Ellensburg is gearing up to head to Texas, where they'll compete on the world stage. And this 3-day tournament will bring together over 480 teams, all vying for the title of the best team robotics team in the world.
Now, Washington is facing a nursing shortage and is now projected to be among the worst in the country in the next 12 years. So a lot of hospitals like Cadlick and Richland are struggling to get enough nurses. Coming up tonight, our Wendy Redmond will have an in-depth look at how healthcare professionals are trying to turn things around. That's tonight right here on Appa Valley News Now at 6.
And trending this morning, the Country Music Hall of Fame announced its 2025 inductees yesterday.
Yes, they include Kenny Chesney, hit record producer Tony Brown, and the late June Carter Cash. Chesney, a 4-time CMA Entertainer of the Year with more than 50 top 10 country hits.
He's set to be inducted in the Modern Performer category, and Brown, known for signing many influential artists, will be inducted into the Non-Performer category.
And Cash, the late wife of Johnny Cash and vibrant country music presence for over 60 years, was picked for the Not As Modern division. The trio will be inducted in a formal ceremony this fall.
And I love how country music is really just like emo music, but it just sounds, you know, more.
But it just sounds a little, more fluid.
Yeah, it's not just about tractors, you know.
No, it's not. A lot of emotion involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Yeah, Good Morning America will be up next, and we'll be back tonight with your local news and weather at 5. Have a great rest of your day.